Let's kick it old school.
All right, friends. We left off. We've explored 3+ floors of the Death House. The first floor was haunted. From that first floor, Raven, you still have a guaranteed hit, and Gris, you have inspiration, neither of which are used yet. The second floor with its musical inspiration, Raven, you gained bardic inspiration and used that quickly against the Carionette doll. You still have your +2 to intelligence from the apprentice wizard.
Mm-hmm.
The third floor, the animated armor was defeated. The specter was defeated. I'm not quite sure why she attacked the party, but it is what it is.
Because I handled the bassinet,
He handled the
the
bone.
black wrap cloth, whatever.
It
Yes.
was your dead
Shroud.
baby.
Playing with some dead lady's dead
Yeah, I was
baby.
playing with the dead baby. There you go.
Yeah. Mhm.
That-
That's
that-
all it was.
That can make things mad.
I love it.
Now the best enemy of the campaign was actually on that floor. The broom flew out of the closet, smacked the shit out of Gris. That was a good time. A little bit of a lore drop on the third floor too. You saw Gustav Durst, the last head of the Durst family, talking to somebody receiving a warning about Strahd coming to the house if they did not stop their activities. After that, they found a hidden passage to the attic, which was haunted by the memory of the nursemaid. 2 children whom you've made acquaintance with, and Astra, they are currently unseen but potentially with you. There was a completely normal dollhouse that did not harken back to the other campaign at all. There was no Goliath killing a Harengon, or no Tiefling killing an Asimar. That never happened. It's not in the dollhouse. No one can prove it.
That Mandela effect.
The last room was a powerful sensation of sleep, which overcame the party, and they had a chance to meet the Lord of the land, the Lord of Barovia, and his fiery nightmare. Nice. He was very nice. He welcomed everybody, and he informed everybody of their new living arrangements. You are all permanently members of Barovia, hopefully upstanding citizens, as we all hope to be one day.
I want to say something really quick. I'm sure it wouldn't matter, but I did forget to say last week that as having elf ancestry, magic cannot put me to sleep.
This would have slightly overcame even that.
Right.
There's an exception to every rule.
Right, exactly. I just realized after the fact, oh, I didn't mention this.
Now,
but like I said, it ended up leading to Strahd, so I'm sure right after thinking of it, it's oh yeah, it doesn't matter.
It wouldn't have mattered. As fresh immigrants into Barovia, please refrain from eating any of the local pets. They are not on the menu.
Is this a callback to something in reality?
No promises.
Gris, that goes double for you. Please don't eat people's pets.
Didn't stop me in my home. Not going to stop me here.
Just be more selective.
Hey, I can tell you from experience from being stationed in Korea that dog does taste pretty good.
You know the
fun. It's time to go, John Wick. See y'all in a few weeks. we might be missing a player, just FYI.
The funny thing is, right before you said that, I picked up the dog.
Bro,
And now you're looking
I
at him
love that
differently
dog
too,
so
aren't you?
much right now.
Now you're just
Give him
wondering.
all the pets.
You're like, I love you, but I love you. I wonder if my taste buds can love you too.
Oh, poor Molly. With that, when the group came back into consciousness, the spiraling staircase downward clicked open, and the party's path forward to the monster which the children claim to be is open. So, if everybody is connected to the map,
I can't get mine to work.
Yeah,
Mine won't pull
please.
up.
Yeah, mine says please wait for your DM to start the session.
and I'll start the session and pretend that I always had it there.
Okay.
Sometimes there's technical difficulties, and sometimes I'm just dumb. Sometimes it's both.
It's definitely just beyond. It's fine.
Yeah, I completely empathize, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah,
You
I
found your
totally
people with
had
us.
Kate show me how to make my screen bigger so they could see the slides.
Oh.
All right, so if everybody is in session, we descend the staircase. It is a tight spiral wooden staircase that descends 50 feet. So the party slowly and cautiously makes their way down, and I will need a marching order. Please decide by moving your characters to this area.
Up there.
So which area? First floor?
Upper right of the quadrant.
Way up
Oh, I
there.
see it.
Wait, Gris just disappeared somewhere. Where did my character go?
You've disappeared into the mist. Barovia claims another.
There we are.
Is it dark in
I
here?
don't understand this order.
It's all right. So somebody give me the marching order downward, and these will be tight. These will be tight hallways. So we're going to go with 1.5. So 2 people can fit in a square.
Okey-dokey.
Do either of the paladins want to go in front or no?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we should split the paladins up. So
I'll go at the end. You can, or do you need me to go at the front so I can light the way?
I have blindside
That would be
down.
smart.
I'm
Oh,
all good.
sweet.
Yeah. Woo!
I'll
Yeah,
bring up the
Quality
rear.
of life.
So torches no more.
If you want to take lead, then I will go ahead and follow behind. So second in line.
I will be third in line.
So let's split.
Yes.
All right. When you hit the bottom of the staircase, the floor is earthen. It's dusty, dirty.
Okay.
It is very plain, very much unlike the manor above. When you hit down below, you hear the unmistakable chantings of something.
Hey, you're kind of robotic on my end. It's hard to understand you somewhat.
When you say robotic, do you mean my voice is coming in and out, or?
It was, but actually you're good now.
It probably has to do with the setting on the mic and where I'm located in relation to it. When you hit the bottom of the staircase, there is chanting in the distance. It's unmistakably chanting, but you can't quite make out the words. If you'd like to try to make them out, do a perception check.
I will do a perception check.
Yes,
I
please.
will do.
5.
You said it's a straight perception?
Perception check, yes.
Man, here's hoping for better rolls than last week.
Right?
Damn, Raven.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You all catch, everybody except Chris catches different parts of it.
That's nice.
Astra, you hear ancient, then land. Ailey, you hear he is. There's a pause, the land. And Raven, you hear the soft chanting, he is the ancient, he is the land. How would the group like to proceed?
Can I
I
tell
would
which
just kind of whisper
direction?
out. Interesting. There.
Ailey, it seems to be coming stronger from the south, but there's an echo effect everywhere.
Mm.
And as you get down there, you see the narrow hallways continue onward.
Well, I guess I'm going to turn to the group and very quietly ask if we want to, or if we should head straight for the chanting, or what we want to
Would we
do.
be able to tell where it's coming from, given there's an echo coming from pretty much everywhere?
So, out of the two paths that you have, it's stronger down here than it is here.
We should follow it, right? Straight to this problem.
That's what I'm thinking.
Raven nods his head.
All right.
Adds, I
Guys,
believe they're referring to Strahd.
I'm hoping I don't hit the walls this time, that I can actually hit something, slash something.
Fingers crossed. All right. I'm going to stealthily, slowly move down the hallway.
You see that the hallway leads to a room that opens up. There's a bench of some sort, very plain, almost broken bench. You look at it, you think that if you sat on it, it would probably fall apart.
I'm going to come down, I guess, to the first T here.
As you go that way, that splits off into two additional ways. And at a quick glance, you can see that there are they're not quite doors, potentially door-like cabinets. Actually, and from where you're at, they could look kind of like the entrance to crypts. You've probably seen enough crypts to know a crypt entrance when you see one.
Mm.
the Bloods must be around here too.
I was actually going to ask, since number one, I'm a grave cleric, and two, I pretty much deal with death and undeath on a regular. Just off of the vibes of the area, would I be able to garner any information that way, or about it?
About this specifically or this generally?
I think what I would want to know is if there's any kind of risk involved in checking it out. So, namely, if there's any kind of magic that basically undead. I would be wondering about undead, and if there's any kind of evil magic beyond the cabinet or things of
If you,
entrances.
if you're trying to get a gut feeling, roll an insight check. If you're trying to recall history about crypts or rituals around them, do either a history or a religion check.
Could I roll for both, actually?
Sure. Which one would you like to do both or first?
I'm gonna roll insight for the general,
Okay.
and that'll be a 13.
13's enough to know that everything you've encountered before probably is indicative of some undead presence.
Mm. And then the others were history or religion, you said?
History or religion, it depends on what flavor you want.
I'm gonna roll religion for it. And that is a 21. I win the pot.
Congratulations, light yourself up some pot.
Nice! I just got a
Don't
brand
have to
new
tell me
fix
twice.
today too, so I'm so happy.
So as a matter of what you would know with your history towards religion, underground crypts like this are often in service of a single idea or a single being, and that everything would be geared towards that, and that could give some potential risk if you can figure out what that is. It's not uncommon for wealthier people in society to build things like this to their ideals, hoping to gain favor with whatever they're trying to contact.
Smells like dead bodies down here.
Yeah, with all of that knowledge, I'm gonna like tap Ailey on the shoulder, as well as like I'm gonna basically get the party's attention, and I'm gonna tell them, "Do not. We should leave these trips alone, lest we become surrounded." I mean, unless you guys want to fight.
Surrounded by what?
You would also potentially know that families that engage in this activity would like to be close to that in death. So this could potentially be family crypts.
Mm.
So you don't want to go see who's
Even with
here?
that, I feel like we should be respectful and leave the dead alone. Whether undead, we should focus on the priority, or if they're just normal buried people, we should be respectful.
Raven, roll a perception check real quick.
Me?
Yes. Ailey can too, because of where she's standing, if she would like.
Perception.
Ooh. I was like a...
Okay, what do we got?
24 and 16.
Okay, so Ailey, you just happen to catch one name. You see the name right here. You can read Thorn Durst, who, let's say, you've encountered. And Raven, you see this, and you also have a vantage point towards this, and you see the name there, I believe, Elizabeth Durst. So these are more than likely family crypts.
I'm going to try and whisper for Rose and Thorn.
And if I move a little past her, would I be able, with that 24, to see the other two names on the crypts?
If you're actively looking, yes, it's not hard. The one... give you a little bit into the next room, too. The one here says Rose, and here lies Gustav.
Gustav. They both say Durst, right?
They are all Durst.
Okay. No wonder this house is haunted. Their bodies remain within. Where else would their spirits be?
Two of them are with us. I'm gonna call out to the kids that are ghosting us, literally. Hey kids, these your dead bodies?
Funny.
You get no response, but roll an insight check real quick.
All right. Ooh.
You remember seeing their bodies. You saw you saw the skeleton of two children in the room where contact was made.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the skeleton. Oh, that's right.
So it's safe to assume that they are not in the crypts, or at least if you believe that those skeletons were theirs, which there's no reason not to, that these crypts, at least those two, are potentially empty.
But those skeletons look like child skeletons, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah,
Okay.
we checked
Oh.
them out actually. We investigated. They
Yeah,
were definitely
that's
child
right. I remember.
skeletons and probably starved to death.
Mhm.
I remember
Right,
that now.
right.
Kiddos, is there anyone in your is there anyone in your crypts right now?
You get no response.
What if I try looking at Gris and Ailey and Astra all the way back there? Matter of fact, since I'm here, I'm gonna move forward into this room so that we're not all just still in the hallway. We can actually like talk.
All right,
Because I'm
let's all powwow
sensing there's
around
gonna be
Logan.
some role play coming up soon. Possibly.
Let's all get around the picnic table, everyone.
So
Right.
So one thing that's noticeable in the dirt is there are bones all around the floor.
Mm.
Can I
No.
tell?
I'm gonna go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna see if I could tell. Is it like a mass grave, or is it just pieces of people? Um, are they animal bones?
R-
What's the deal?
roll a roll a nature check to try to figure out the nature of the bones.
Eh,
Do you
Uh,
want to roll a d4? I can give you guidance.
oh, that would be great. Let's.
I forgot that I have guidance. My bad, y'all.
Let's gonna make it a 17.
17's very good. You start looking, and then Raven starts pointing things out to you. The
That's good.
the bones are a mix of human and other, but there's certainly human and humanoid bones in the mix. It doesn't look like this is a mass grave. That is, there's no dig marks. It doesn't look like things are put together. It's no more of a mass grave than really the rest of the house.
Okay, gotcha.
Guys, monster, bones, basement.
Insight?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah. Should we?
With that,
He thinks there might be a.
Ailey, let's say if you examine the bones closely, it does look like some of them have been gnawed on.
Awesome.
God.
Great.
Yeah.
Chris, you might be onto something there.
I'm wondering if I can try to use my clerical items and knowledge to try to see if I can contact the two child apparitions that are supposedly following us.
Okay, how would you like to go about that?
So I have some items. So specifically, I can light a block of incense and a candle, or 5 candles, really. Oh, I can draw a pentagram. I don't know if it would be. I can
That'll
draw
be right
the
here.
equivalent of a pentagram. There we go.
Whatever it
But
is in
yeah, I
this
could light
world.
up 5 candles. I have a block of incense and a censer and a holy symbol of the Raven Queen. Like I could kind of try to beseech her power and see if I can reach these child apparitions and maybe ask them questions or see if they have any other insights to offer. And I
Uh,
would try to involve I believe it's Astra who they're kind of attuned to.
Mm-hmm.
So I would kind of ask her to be involved with this So I would like bring her close and like instruct her a little bit, give her some things to do, like maybe wave the center of incense or something. You know, call out to them type of thing.
Okay. Are you going to do that? Are you going to center it on the table?
Uh, I guess so. I mean, it looks like it's gonna break, but not if you just like move stuff around on it, right? Or just
Uh,
like wave your hand on it.
I wouldn't put too much weight on it if I were you.
Okay.
But if you're looking to set things down or to have a focal point, it would seem to make perfect sense.
Yeah, then that's what I would do. Especially since the ground is riddled with bones.
Is it safe to say that everybody's participating in this in one form or another?
Yeah, I'll help.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll help.
Chris isn't the holiest, but he'll help.
Okay.
You're holy enough. You have a reach.
Raven, your choice or not, would you like to walk through this in role play, or would you like to just kind of have it flow?
Uh, if nobody else objects, I'm fine with role play.
Go for it.
All right, take us off.
How so?
No, go ahead and start us off.
I got you. Okay, so I would say by now everything is set up and ready, and I would check with everyone first, and when they give me the nod, I would
Nod.
I would
Chris.
kneel down, spread the bones, and kneel down, and I would beseech and say, "Great Mother of Ravens, I call upon
Wait,
your power."
before you do that, because
Uh,
like part of my background is I have like I have like the haunted one. I get like a kit. It's I don't know. I think it's basically like Van Helsing's kit, but I have a holy symbol and some holy water in here. And before you get started, I hand them to you and I go, these are in Chris's backpack. You may need them.
are they specific? Is the holy symbol specific to something?
No, it'd just be random crap I picked up over the years.
I would politely decline, not because I don't want them, but because they're not necessary. But I
What
would
about the
still
whole?
appreciate it. I would still say
What
thank you,
about?
Chris, but this needs to be handled a little bit more delicately.
Cool. I just toss it in the ground. I just toss it in the corner. What about the? What about the holy water? What about
I
the
have
holy
holy
water? I
water,
want
so
that.
you hold on to yours. I have mine.
Cool.
Better to double down on the holy water. All right. So I'm already kneeling, and I would just kind of have my arms out, and I would say, "Great Mother of the Raven, I beseech you and ask for your power. We tried to contact these two child apparitions within our presence, for they may contain knowledge that we require." And then I would bow my head down into the ground and place my hands right in front of my head, and I would say, "Please, Mother, please let us reach these children." And then I would just go quiet.
Roll a religion check.
Can I add guidance to it?
You can guide yourself, yeah.
Okay. That is going to be a 13 plus a 17, 14, 15, 16. Yep, 17.
Okay. You see these two child apparitions come into existence behind Astra, huddling clearly behind her for protection. And you see them pointing at the alcove. Ah, Thorn, you're moving on your own.
Sorry, that was my bad. I was zooming in and I accidentally grabbed his token by mistake.
Everybody roll perception with advantage.
Look at there. Woohoo.
For 17.
Really? I'm
No,
gonna take that 13.
Yep.
13 is better than 2. Note, everybody's slightly confused at what they're looking at, as something is there. It slides out of the alcove, and it tries to swipe its tentacle at Gris. Gris, I don't think a 9 hits.
No.
So let's roll initiative, as the 2 children are still pointing directly at this thing.
Well, you were right
Let-
about a monster.
Let's hit stuff.
Okay, so I have it. 9. Raven, what did you get? 16.
16.
And Ailey, 12. All right, that's going to start us off with Raven. As you're performing your
really quick,
ritual,
just top of the game.
What's
Oh,
that?
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, finish.
As you're finishing your ritual, these children are pointing at something, and this big worm-like creature stretches out, swings out, and tries to hit Gris. It's got 4 tentacles that split off from a central beak. This thing is decently tall and decently deadly by the look of it.
And ugly.
Yeah.
Just pop up game really quickly. Is Grit the name of the monster itself, or is it the name of the monster's character? Like, is Grit a type of monster, or is it the name of this particular monster?
I'll tell you that it's a type of monster. It's like
It
a
is a
worm.
type of-
It's like a worm monster.
Okay. That's just for my notes, because it's like I've got OCD and I've got, room and armor. So it's like, what is this beaked tentacle monstrosity called?
I yell out to the kids, kids, I know what's wrong with your house. It's got worms.
Lots of ivermectin. Sorry. That's a vet med joke.
No,
It's so
No,
much
trust me,
more
I got it.
nowadays.
like, my goodness, I do it all for the memes, I swear. It's the only reason why I'm still a registered voter.
Okay, Raven, you're the first to go.
All right. I think I have one. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and keep it basic for now, and I'm gonna pull out both of my weapons, and I'm going to dual wield a scimitar and a dagger, and attack.
Okay.
Ugh, scimitar misses. It's likely. And dagger does an 18 strike.
18 hits.
Now, this is my first time dual wielding. It's the second attack, so I don't add the modifier, right?
Correct.
Okay. I don't know how it is in the new rules, or if you're using the new rules yet. But
You
rolling a D4.
okay,
Take
so
3 piercing.
all right, 3 piercing. So you stab into this thing. Your main hand misses, but you follow it up with a dagger underneath, and you find purchase in this thing's slimy gut.
Ew.
I find what?
Purchase.
Purchase?
Purchase. Your
You
blade finds its target. You
Okay,
hit
I've
your
just
mark.
never heard that before. I like it.
You bought something in his tummy. There's a little shop set up in
Yeah,
there.
like I like that. I've never heard that phrase before. Cool. So action, bonus action. Mm, do I want to move? Yeah, I think no, I'll stay where I'm at.
All right, Gris, this
Um,
thing just swatted at you.
let's see. I'm gonna use my whatchamacallit, my nimble escape to disengage from it. You said this like bench is like just like brittle, right?
Yeah, it's not even difficult terrain. Although, yeah, nope. Are you gonna climb over it?
No, I was gonna say it moves so fast. I basically just go through it and like smash it. Like, what? And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast it because I now have Repelling Blast and Agonizing Blast, and I can't wait to use that.
That sounds both
So
repelling and agonizing.
I think that was the point. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah, 22 hits it straight in its ugly beak.
So that is 10 and trying to think here. Yep, and knocked back. I'm trying to see, like, how big is it? Is it big enough to be knocked back 10 feet or into the wall?
It's medium, so you should be able to knock it back.
All right, so it takes 10 damage and knocked back into that little alcove area.
Okay.
Now, forced movement does not trigger an opportunity attack, right?
That is typically how I run it. Yes, force movement
Okay.
does not trigger an opportunity attack. So it slams back into the alcove and it lets out a weird kind of wobble.
And since mine like come out of like chains, I'm like, how's that for a fucking tentacle?
Gris wins the tentacle war.
Yep. And that is my action now. Yeah, that's my action. Oh, now when they come out, because I'm a little bit stronger, like they have like little weights at the end, so they hit harder.
I like it, like little weighted bells.
Kind of. Exactly.
Ailey.
All right.
Come pickle Greg.
I'm gonna fly over. And I'm gonna come on this side. Yeah, I'll come on this side of it. And I'm gonna swing what do I have here? The battle axe. With one hand. Okay, 18.
18 hits.
And this is one-handed for 10.
Nice, max damage.
And I'm gonna let that ride. Just 10.
Okay. I just so you notice it, you see the dagger mark from Raven, as well as your slash into this thing. You think both should have cut deeper.
Okay. Can I add something then?
We love addition here.
I'm gonna use one of my divine smite charges.
Yes.
Yes, do it.
So I need... That's how I do this. So an extra 9.
You see divine light flare this down the same path that you cut and spark out of the dagger wound as well. This thing screeches and it's writhing heavily back and forth, but it's still kicking.
Well, I like that. And she
But it's not
shouts,
undead.
she just shouts, Fenbenzidol, which is a joke just for me, so that's okay. It's another vet med joke. Just know that it's really funny.
What did you shout out?
Fenbendazole. It's a dewormer.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it like put them? Is it like a anesthetic or anesthesia or something?
Or an IKEA thing.
No, it's
Or
just
the
a
stuff
broad
you put
spectrum
animals to sleep,
medication.
or the euthanization of stuff.
Okay, Astra, it rolls to you. You see both children's spirits are huddling behind you. Ailey yells out Benadryl, and this worm is just squirming in the corner. What do you do?
Let me look at my new stuff. Um,
I'm sorry, dude. I'm
That's-
stupid tonight, so I'm gonna be laughing at everything.
mm, can't do Thunderous Smite. I'm just worried if I moved closer to use my great axe or great sword, that it would scare the kiddos.
So, Astra, let me give you just a small piece of advice before you burn anything. This thing looks very nearly dead. If you can probably imagine that there will be other stuff further down the line too, so be careful about burning anything that you can't get back easily, i.e., spell slots.
Right. But I want to help, but I'm afraid if I move close, I'm afraid of the children.
Do you have anything from a distance? So you do
That's
have
what I was.
you
That's
have
what I
you
was
have
looking for.
produce flame, which I believe you can throw.
Mm-hmm.
So you could make a ranged spell attack with that, and that could potentially do it.
Okay. How would I do that?
On the spell option, there's a +4 for the hit.
Mm-hmm.
You just click that, and we say you bring it into being and launch into it. You also have Toll of the Dead, so you could use that and make him make a Wisdom save. Your choice.
I do have Toll of the Dead.
You have Toll of the Dead. I'm looking at your spell list right now.
Okay.
I'm assuming that the cantrips are a Genasi thing because typically paladins don't have much. But
Right.
you have these options. You could launch a fireball at him, or you could use the cantrip Toll the Dead.
I'm going to launch a fireball at him.
All right, make an attack. Okay, roll damage.
Yeah.
You launch
Wow.
it. It hits him. It hits off his beak, which is probably his most protected part. He squirms and he's still going. One damage does not kill the thing. Which is gives it an opportunity to attack the nearest thing in front of it, which happens to be Ailey. Ailey, I'm assuming 20 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to take 7 points of slashing damage as its beak comes out and tears into your wings. Or
Rude.
actually, no, the tentacles hit out, and then you see the beak follow up. The tentacle smashes
Awesome.
against does 19 hit.
Yeah.
So as the tentacles smack up and down your feathers, the beak tears into your wing. At which point you take an additional 7 points of piercing damage.
Damn.
Neat.
All right. That
th-
sucked.
Now the good news is its turn is over. Raven.
Was her
It was not
radiant
like it.
was the radiance obvious from my position? Like when she struck with her divine smite?
You know radiant damage when you see it.
Okay. I think noticing that, I'm gonna follow her lead, and I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from the Grit as I cast Word of Radiance.
Does 14 save?
It does, so it takes half of 1 damage.
Uh, so
Just kidding, it's a cantrip.
either way,
I reminded myself.
same effect. This thing, as weak as it is, can still shake off what you're trying to do to it.
Let me still check.
Do you have anything else in the tank?
No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at again. Actually, no, I'm gonna move.
Into
No, I'm gonna
into the
stay. I'm gonna
shadows.
stay. You're right. No, I'm gonna stay right here behind Ailey's shadow.
Gris, you just saw Ailey take a pretty big hit from this worm creature.
My hands off my bird. And I'm gonna blast him again. Does a 8 not hit?
It's almost like you're trying to trick me into a double negative there.
You are correct. 8 does not hit.
8 hits the wall over Ailey's head, but not the worm.
At least it wasn't a nat 1, or else it probably would have hit her head.
Yeah, good.
I'm not a fan of crit damage fails.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Lucky for
Okay.
Ailey.
No friendly fire is nice.
Gris just looks at his ears droop a little. Womp womp. That's all I got. That's all he has.
Ailey, avenge yourself.
All right. So I'm gonna drop my shield, and I'll just know that I have. I'm not gonna equip it right this second. I'm gonna drop my shield, and I'll grab my battle axe in both hands, and I'm gonna take another swing at it. I really hope this hits you guys.
No, hit the Grit.
14.
14 is the exact thing you needed to hit.
Jiminy
Yay.
Christmas.
So,
Okay. All right. So with 2 hands.
Kill it dead.
8 damage.
So for this thing that had 1 hit point left, what does it look like? What does it look like when you destroy it?
So she swings way over her head and comes down and slashes across. And since its beak is probably open, it's going to slash through the middle and cut its face in half.
Its face is sufficiently cut in half, and its remaining parts flop to the floor. From your vantage point, you can see too that its beak is probably what's chewing on a lot of these bones.
Oh, well, that's one mystery solved. Excellent.
And the children become invisible, ethereal again.
Well,
Oh,
glad we
no.
saved the day. Let's go home.
Fucking creature ruined the seance essentially.
As he falls down and you start speaking, you hear the chant, "He is the ancient, he is the land," waft through the hall again.
I do, or everyone else does at this point.
Everybody does, and it sounds just a little bit louder than before.
Well, that's not creepy.
Um,
That's not odd.
can I do something really quickly?
What do you want to
I
do?
have proficiency with an herbalism kit as well as one in my inventory. Can I take some time to make at least one potion of healing for Ailey?
Mm, do you have the prerequisite things for a potion of healing?
I would like to believe I would, being a cleric, I feel like I would try to be prepared as often as possible for everything and anything.
I think that a potion of healing is something that kind of has to set and brew for a bit. So in the short window, you could probably not come up with something.
How long would you say it would take?
I would imagine a good potion of healing probably takes days to make.
Oof.
To get that right point of potency. Think about
All
how expensive they are in the shop. They're not the easiest to make. They're not the most ready things to find.
right.
If you would like to brew her an herbal tea, I am good with that.
I do not have brewer tools. Brewers. Oh wait, tea leaves. I mean, so you know what? Then I think I just won't bother. Unfortunately, but on the bright side, I'm a grave cleric, so if you do die, it's easy as fuck to bring you back, and actually nice.
All right. So I'm going to. Do I actually have anything like that? Okay, so I'm just gonna take some cloth from like the extra clothes, and I'm just gonna like bind my bleeding wing.
Mm.
And I'm I shouldn't, but I'm going to. I'm gonna take 5 HP from my lay on hands pool. Heal up.
No,
You touch yourself and you feel instantly better.
As one does.
oh my
As
god,
one
no!
does.
It is what it does, isn't it?
It's quite a pick
Um,
me up.
can I ask what your HP is right now, top of game or no?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm fine with you guys sharing that information reasonably.
not coughing up blood anymore. I'm at half.
Okay,
I have
what's the
9.
number?
I have 9
9.
HP left.
Okay. Don't worry. Just don't worry. Don't sweat it. I got you. I
Hey,
would
I killed the
comfort
thing.
you in
I'm
that
fine.
regard in character. Like, look, I'm not gonna heal you right now, but pat you on the back softly. I got
Ailey just laughs. This is the best. This is the best I've felt since we got here. What are you talking about?
you. Dead ass, bro. I'm too stupid for this, y'all. Let's go.
I have a tinder box. We can Rambo that shit. You know, just burn your wounds. Burn
Yeah,
your
right.
wounds back together.
Cauterize. Yeah.
Arthur Morgan style. Let's fix it.
Yep, there we go. There we go.
Okay, so the group knows there are the paths forward. There is one here and one here. You also have the unexplored paths behind you. There were two. There were two paths behind you that you did not take.
I actually just want to peek around this corner over here to the west.
All right. When you say peek, I'm assuming that you're trying to be stealthy.
That is correct.
Roll a stealth check.
I was
Hey, at
not
least I
trying to be
don't have
stealthy.
disadvantage. I can't roll
Advantage,
for shit, but
advantage, disadvantage. It's all the same.
it is with a 12.
When you look down that path, you see two sets of staircases, each descending down about 5-6 feet each. There's a platform in the middle that goes into a hallway, and at the end of the stairs, it looks like it opens up into some other room.
Okay.
Hmm.
So looks like there might be a chamber down this way. And I'm just gonna get out of that hallway because I don't want to like linger in there.
Raven, the path that you're looking down is a cross path. You could either go down, you could go this way, or this way.
I think I would stop in the cross in the in the um the cross. Damn, what do you call the center? I would stand in the center of all the paths. Jeez, English hard right now.
It's a T. Just
English is hard always. Uh,
But yeah, I would just try to get a view of the other of the these two. Damn it, these two halls
so let me tell you what
first.
let me tell you what you see real quick. Okay, that goes down there, and there's a set of stairs that lead down here. You also see one more important detail.
oh Lord, I'm gonna die.
Uh, as as you step there, you notice four beings spring
Yay.
Damn
from the
it!
ground.
Uh, uh, uh.
I
Aw.
I need everyone to roll initiative as four ghouls pop up.
18. All right.
Really? Really? That's where my 20 is? Are you kidding me?
Well,
You
I can only roll low numbers, so
you know good initiatives are not bad things.
I just want to get before I die. I want to crit with the divine smite. That's all I ask out of this game.
we need
It's not
Tobin's
that
rabbit
hard.
foot.
You're right. We should have taken the little rabbit figure out of the house, the little
Yes.
dollhouse.
Yep.
Could have swiped it.
It's
Start
so,
passing along our weapons.
You're right.
Send a kid to go get it.
okay.
Kids, we got a
Oh,
job
that's
for you.
funny.
Raven, I'm assuming when these things started popping out, you wouldn't have kept it quiet, that you would have yelled back, correct?
I would have been hollering out all the multiple pathways. So yeah, absolutely.
Ailey, he's yelling out the pathways to you, and then he yells out something indicating danger. You are our first to act.
All right, I'm gonna pop over here. 15. So I'm gonna get behind him a little bit, and I have my shield again, but I am gonna take a swipe with the battle axe. Oh wait, you know what? No, I'm going to leave my shield and pick up my dagger. So I'm gonna I'm gonna use two weapon fighting. Um, and I'm gonna take a swing with the battle axe first. 15
15 hits. These things aren't difficult to hit.
for 10.
Okay, you cleave into number one there with a decent blow. You take out a decent chunk of him that splatters on the ground below him.
Okay, and then with the dagger, 20 to hit.
20 hits. Now, let me ask you guys this. So, if you're using two-weapon fighting, unless you have dual-wielding fighting style, I don't believe that you add your modifier to the hit. Correct me
The
if I'm
second.
wrong with that.
No, that's my understanding, is that I don't get the modifier with the offhand.
For the
No.
damage or for the attack itself?
For
For
both.
the
I believe.
okay, I understand. So that was a 16 to hit.
Right, 16 will still hit. You don't get the bonus for the. I could be completely wrong. Trying to search in D&D Beyond now brings me to two different sets of rules.
I'm trying to look over
Really
it now.
quickly, I'm reading the two-weapon fighting right now, and it only specifies the extra attack damage.
The dual. Oh, that's dual wielder feat.
No, I'm not reading the feat. I'm reading two-weapon fighting.
No,
Yeah, I can
dual
go
No, I'm
wielding.
sorry.
character
I
sheet.
was talking. I was talking out loud. I was trying to
Oh.
find it, and I was saying out
Yeah,
loud. Oh no,
two-weapon
that's the
fighting
feat.
specifically mentions the damage, but not the attack roll itself.
Okay, so we'll keep adding our modifiers for now, and we won't add that to the damage. Either one hits.
All right. So I don't see a way in D&D Beyond to take my modifier off. So we'll
You
just
can either do a custom roll. That's what I've always
that
done
makes sense.
before, is a custom roll at the bottom, or you can roll the damage and we'll just subtract out the modifiers.
Okay, I'll just do a custom die. That makes sense. So that one's 3.
Okay. So this thing, that is a steady chunk against this thing. It's your first round against it. It looks decently bloodied up.
I'm reading it, and it's only the modifier for damage.
Okay. It is always good to get clarification when one is uncertain.
Yeah, that's what pulls up on my character sheet anyway. I don't know which set of rules that is, but
I think these characters are all still created with the 2014 rule set.
okay.
Okay, so next in our lineup, Gris, your 18 allows you to go next. A battle has started in the hall in front of you.
What did he get himself into? I'm gonna get around here, and from what I can see, go. That's not good. There's already 2 of them in that space. Is there a way to just kind of slip around right there to get on this side, since I'm small?
We'll say you can move through allies without really any big issue. You just can't end on the same square with more than 1.5 people on them. So if you have the movement, you can slide around, which is an image of you as a goblin just putting your back against the wall and taking a big side step.
Yep. And then I'm gonna hit this one down here, this bottom one, ghoul number 2,
All right, numero
with
dos.
an attack from my cleaver. Ooh, does an 11 hit?
11 does not. You think you're going to hit, and you chunk into the wall next to you, continuing your streak of damaging walls everywhere.
All right. Then I'm gonna nimble escape just to like basically the top of the steps right here.
When I see you moving that direction, I'm gonna yell out to you to scout ahead, and then I'm gonna yell out to the rest of the party to join up, mostly to Astra because Ailey's already there.
Wait, you're gonna ask me to scout ahead?
I'm telling Gris to go ahead and kind of scout ahead where you're going. So basically, if you want to use the rest of your movement.
No,
Yeah.
Grisham's gonna point to the ghouls and go no.
Gris rejects your offer, Raven, as the initiative swings to you.
Gris or Raven?
Raven, it swings to you. Gris
Oh
is...
yeah.
Unless Gris wants to move down those stairs.
Nope. Gris is staying at the top of these stairs.
Okay, Raven, it's on you. You are immediately flanked by 2 of these things. And FYI, they have the
Okay.
same movement rules as you do, so they can occupy 1.5 per square.
All right.
Just so you're aware.
Oh no, I got you. I'm just trying to see how I can like submit text in this because I don't really see anything. So I guess whatever. Anyway, I need all of these ghouls to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. We'll just go down the order, and we'll...
I'm using turn undead.
Okay, goal 1. Oh, I did not mean to roll that with advantage. Let's cancel out that. I click. All right, goal number 1. 12. Goal number 2. Nat 20. Goal number 3. Nat 20.
Bruh.
And goal
Damn.
number 4. 15. Your lowest is a 12.
So turn undead doesn't really specify a save DC.
Yours.
And this is my first question.
I'm looking at yours now. Each undead
Oh,
that you can
13.
see are here within. So one of them failed. The first one failed. The other 3 saved. So goal number 1 will be under the effect of your turn undead.
All right, so that is my action, and that'll be my turn. Bullshit. What the hell?
If they use all their good rolls now, it means they can't hit you.
True.
That's
damn.
what you say.
Okay. So goal number 1. After you present your holy symbol, will use its movement. And for this unique situation, since it's using its turn, let's give you Raven and Ailey an opportunity attack to see if we can just get rid of this thing to go.
If I'm dual wielding, can I do an opportunity attack same style or only one?
No, it's just a reaction, so your dominant hand weapon. So if you're holding the scimitar in your dominant hand, it would be that.
Okay.
Nine misses. Ailey, would you like to take a swing at this thing?
That was mine, the 9.
Oh.
Neither of us hit.
Oh,
I rolled
Raven,
an 8.
you had the 8.
Yeah.
Well, good news, it runs away.
Right. That was something.
Bad news, it's still undead. Okay. Goal number 2 puts its claws forward, and he is going to try to claw at you. Ten doesn't hit.
Nope.
Okay, goal number 3 will come up. And Raven, you're the center of attention with the turn undead spell, so he's gonna try to bite you. 15 does not hit with you guys a super high AC, I believe.
Thank God. Jesus Christ.
And the other ghoul will slowly amble up to you. And he has his claws extended. he too will try to. Oh shit!
Oh, I didn't even see that my like dice things like scrolled over. Oh Jesus!
So he ambles into you with extreme undead proficiency.
I thought you were gonna say extreme prejudice.
Take 10 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Good news. Shatterkai are elves, so you don't have to make a con save.
Nope.
Uh, you feel some natural protection against this thing, but its claws are unsanitary. And you know it.
I'll yell out to the party, "Don't let him bite you!"
Didn't plan on it.
Okay. Astra, there's a battle unfolding in front of you.
Can I strike ghoul number 3?
So, from the
Yeah, go ahead.
vantage point that you're at, this is a solid wall. You would have to knock down the wall to hit it from here. So they're each occupying this square. If you wanted to come here, I would say that you can target that, or you can slide around the same way Gris did and target one of these two.
I'll slide around the same way Gris did.
Okay, I'm going to say you can slide around that wall without any trouble.
Okay.
Okay, you can target from there 2 or 4.
Which one's the closest to Slashy?
2 and 4 are equidistant. For flavor's sake, let's say 4 is a little bit closer.
Okay. I am going to Great Sword Ghoul number 4.
Uh, 17 hits. Okay, you hit into him for 9 damage. And just so you know, a paladin ability, you can add a divine smite on when you hit at the cost of a spell slot, which deals an additional 2d8 radiant damage. So if you wanted to hit this thing harder since you made contact with it, you can expend a spell slot and use a divine smite.
I will use my divine smite.
Okay, roll 2d8. Okay. So you call on your divine power, and you can feel its holy energy slash into him, and you can feel his form flicker for a second and come back into a solid undead state. Okay, and I believe that's all that you can do, unless you have a bonus action I'm not thinking of.
No, I don't, because I don't have 2 weapons.
Okay, make sure that in your spell area, make sure that you mark off one of the spell slots under first level. So you should have 1 left, I believe. All right, Ailey, we're going back to the top of the list. This thing looks as hurt as you do.
And that's Ghoul 3, right?
Actually, I'm looking at Goal A. Goal 3 looks completely unharmed at all, although he's not pretty.
Well, he's the only one I can reach, so that's what we're gonna go for. So the battle axe is first. Ooh, the 21
21's a hit.
for 6 damage.
Okay.
And then the dagger is a 16.
Nice.
16's enough to hit.
Excellent.
Yay.
So he takes another whole point of damage.
And he takes that damage, and he's so hurt by it. You can see the pain and fear in his eyes.
I heard his feelings.
Aw.
Ailey, anything else?
No, I'm gonna hang on to everything else.
All right, Gris.
Yeah. All right. Oh man, what am I gonna do here?
So with the 1.5 rule that we have, you can occupy that same square as Astra.
Yeah. So yeah, I was hoping to do like an Eldritch Blast to number 3, but I don't think with 2 other people in front of me. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna get right there, and I'm gonna swipe at Ghoul. Is that 4 down there? Can't read. Too much nonsense.
Just real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt, but look at the mini map and how like your token blends with Astra's, and it is the best thing.
Oh wow. That's dope.
I didn't mean to interrupt the flow.
AIR.
It does look pretty good. Pretty badass. Wait, there's 2 goals down. So I couldn't tell. There's 2 goals down here. Which one looked 2 and 4? Which one looks the most damaged?
You can see that Astra took a huge chunk out of number 4.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to take another huge chunk out of number 4 too. So come on. Yes, 22. I'm
20?
assuming that hit.
Oh yes.
All right. And then 8, and I'm gonna tack on with what
But-
is it?
Before you
It's the Fury of. Oh, go ahead.
before you tack on anything, you land your initial blow, and this thing doubles over onto the floor.
Okay.
Not if you feel free to waste anything you want, but you don't have to.
Nope, not going to. But I will just, nimble escape back a little bit, back behind Astra.
Okay.
Stop
You
playing with her
I feel
hair,
pretty-
bro.
I feel pretty proud of myself.
you do well. You come up, slam this thing down, and slide back. Slide back safe. Just so I know, a nimble escape's not a limited feature, or is it?
No, it's not. I just do it all the time.
All right, I accept that. Raven, one of these things is dead. And the number 2 has not been hit yet. Number 3 is got a few chunks out of it.
I'm going to cast Word of Radiance. So I need them to make Constitution saving throws. Just the 2 that I can see. 5 feet.
All right, con saves. So number 2 rolls an 11, and number 3 rolls a 13.
Number 2 takes the damage, 3 passes,
All right, how much damage is it?
5 radiant damage. That's all it is.
All right, radiant damage flickers around this thing, taking some of its essence away. It still does not look extremely hurt.
Right.
All right, Raven, anything
You can
else?
do it, kill it.
Uh, I think I want to use a bonus action and teleport. Can I only teleport where I can see, or to a place I'm familiar with?
My guess for anything a level 1 character has, it's a place you can see. Familiar with is would be a very wide range. Let me look at the wording of it. It's is it path to, it's not path to the grave.
Oh, it says to you can see, so never mind.
Yeah,
I didn't read it.
it would be very powerful if you could teleport to a place that you were familiar with.
Right, right. All right, so I'm gonna use a bonus action to just teleport behind Ailey now, because yeah, I know it feels good.
As you teleport behind Ailey, you can see that she looks about as good as you do.
Right. But I'd be able to help her. Nobody could be able to help me.
It's good when we help one another.
Right.
All right, the ghouls get to go. Uh,
I promise I'm not selling you out, Ailey.
Uh-huh.
Goal number 2 takes a step toward Astra. And those claws are extended towards you as well. You saw what they did to Raven, so you are doing your best to get out of their way. But you do not. Astra, this thing launches its claws into you.
Hmm. Can I do is it an interception? I think
Uh,
is one of them.
there's potentials to intercept if they might attack someone else, but you can't intercept them as they're coming in to attack you. Okay, so you're going to take 7 points of slashing damage as they slash towards the parts of your flesh that aren't covered by your armor. And I need you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
You got this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can feel the parts where its claws are scratching into you start to tense up like they can't move, and then your Constitution fortifies yourself and pushes out this sensation. It did take a decent chunk out of you, though, as it pulls back its claws and you can see your fiery blood on them. And Ailey, the goal number 3 steps towards you, and he is going to launch at you with his mouth open.
Awesome.
Now can I do an interception?
It rolls a 9. Do you have a feature that lets you intercept?
I do.
Okay.
Whoa.
It's with
What?
that fighting style. Hell yeah. I knew what she was trying to do, but good girl. Good job.
Let me see. I'm looking at Ailey's, wondering why I don't see things for Astra. Silly me.
It says when you see it hits another creature within 5 feet of you with an attack roll, you can take reaction to reduce the damage dealt
All right.
to the target.
The good news is it tries to bite Ailey, but it misses. So its jaws chomp close in front of her, and they bite air and not bird.
Good.
But if you would like to do something other than try to intercept, you're in range to attack Ghoul 2.
Okay. So I can slash it.
You can attack this thing with your sword.
going to. Ooh.
Nice.
22 hits.
You did it.
And 12 damage is a decent chunk of damage into this thing. It is still on its feet, though.
Yeah.
Okay, Astra, would you like to do anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Ailey, you're in range to attack either one of your choice. The number 2 looks worse than number 3, just for a reference.
Okay. Oh, let's see. Does number 3 look pretty rough, or just is it just that 2 looks worse?
They each look pretty roughed up. 2 looks like you could kind of fold them with a solid hit.
Okay. Now when I do the 2-weapon fighting, I don't have to hit the same target as long as I can reach both, correct?
Correct. One's just an action and one's a bonus action.
Okay.
So you can hit one,
So-
move, and then use the other.
Okay. I'm gonna take a swing with the battle axe at already forgot at 3.
All right.
All right. Now, does the battle axe have the light property? Doesn't
Oh, it's not light, it's versatile.
versatile means you can use
Oh,
versatile means that you
one or
can
two-handed.
right.
Yeah.
The typical sacrifice for using it two-handed is you can't use your shield for that round.
That's right. It's not, it has to be a light property. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna hit number 3 then.
Okay, one or two-handed.
That's gonna be 2-handed
All right.
because I don't have my shield up anyway. 22, so we're gonna roll a d10. Yes, for 12 damage.
Nice.
All right. What was the roll to hit?
22.
That definitely hits. 12 damage. 3 looks worse than 2, but it's still trying to attack you.
Dadgummit. Okay, well, is what it is, I suppose.
Okay. And Gris?
Yes. Oh, sorry, Astra. I'm not trying to move you. I'm gonna swipe at number 2, and an 11.
11 misses. You swing wide.
Hmm.
Bye.
You nimble escape, slide back.
How are these dead bodies so hard to hit? Chris is tired. Chris needs a nap.
Gris's knees hurt.
No, remember my knees don't hurt. My knees don't hurt after the long rest anymore.
That is true. It's just natural pain now.
Yeah, now it's just from being
Some
now it's
knees
just from
are
being
arthritic
100.
in their old age.
Yeah, now it's just from being 120.
Raven.
Um, I am not able to get within 5 feet of either of them, right?
1 point. The rule we use is every square can have 1.5 rounded up. So you can be on the same square as Ailey and have attacks at either of them.
But not both at the same time, right?
We don't use the cleave roll. If you're using 2-weapon fighting and you make an attack against one, you
No,
could make
for a cantrip. For a cantrip.
you could probably angle something in there depending on what you were thinking. What did you have in mind?
It would just be Word of Radiance again. It's the only one that would cast for both of them within 5 feet.
Okay, word of radiance. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed. You can see both of them.
Right.
So you could certainly slide into that space between Ailey and the wall, and we would say that they're each within 5 feet of you.
Awesome. All right, so that's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to cast Word of Radiance on both of them, so they need to make Constitution saves.
All
DC
right.
13.
Okay, this will be for number 2. 12, and this will be for number 3. 16. So 3 makes it, 2 fails.
And that's 4 radiant damage.
4 radiant damage sparkles in this thing, and you can see the radiant damage in its eyes, but that light fades back to blackness, and it looks at you. Can you do anything else?
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I just really don't like how it's looking at me right now.
All right.
So,
Gold number 2 is going to reach out its claws at you.
damn, I should have moved.
I think you'll be safe with 6. And Ailey, he's gonna pull his head back and try to lunge it forward at you for a bite.
Bring it.
9 does not hit.
Nope.
So it tries to bite you, and you shrug it off forward and push it away. Astra, both of these things look like they could be knocked over so easily.
Sweet. I'm going to take another swing at him with my great sword.
Okay, this is number 2. Go ahead. You misjudge the area of the hallway. Your sword crashes into the ceiling above you. You cannot bring it down onto this thing.
Man.
Come on, Astra. I've already got one. It's your turn.
I tried.
Ailey, as you say that, you get to try to bring another one of these things down.
All right. Number 3. Third time's a charm,
You can
right?
do it, Ailey. You got this. I believe in you.
All right. With the battle axe, 2-handed. Oh no.
Oh no!
Damn it, you jigster.
Using the power
Wow.
using the power of your battle twinsies, she hits against the ceiling, you say something to her, and then you hit against the ceiling.
I'm
Y'all
just,
dirty as hell. I love it.
I'm
Oh
just
my
trying to
goodness.
give her a chance to catch up on the body count. That's all.
I'm just trying.
I was gonna make a joke how Astra is the newbie, but it looks like both of y'all the noobs to the order.
Look, we didn't get very far, okay? Promotion was not why we left.
I love it.
Uh,
I love it.
Ailey, do you have anything else you can do?
I do not.
Gris, I have
Stand
good news.
What is that?
Everybody else is destroying the house this time too.
From the ground up too. Yeah.
Finally, you guys are coming around to Gris's way of thinking.
Such a trendsetter.
Okay, what would you like to do, Gris?
Oh well, I am going to hit number 2 again, or we're gonna attempt to. Let's do
Your face is one of her eyes.
Alex. Woo! 21.
21 hits.
21. All right, and then 5.
5 is enough. That as you bring this thing down, the sinews connecting its shoulder and neck are cleaved, and you can see its head just kind of slowly slop off to the side and fall away from its body.
Yeah, take that, you little shit. And then, yeah, just gonna back away a little bit behind Astra still, even though I probably don't need to nimble escape.
Only if you think Astra's going to attack you.
Nope.
Only by accident.
Oh yeah.
She might if you stay under her feet too long.
Raven, 2 of these things are dead. One remains. He is in bad condition. What would you like to do?
I first have a question. Has number 1 been running away as far as it can this whole time?
Can you can't see where he went.
True. That is true.
So if you're
It
nothing
hasn't
to
been 10
worry
rounds
about.
yet. So I have nothing to worry about that.
if you're asking in game, you would assume so, but only if
Right.
you trust your own powers.
I trust my own powers. I've just been getting interrupted. With that, I think that what did I just see? Damn it. Oh. What does this mean?
Raven, you okay?
Yeah, I'm reading up on this channel divinity feature and it doesn't make sense.
Which feature are you asking about?
Oh, never mind. I just finished reading the paragraph. It's 2 things with channel divinity, not just one. All right. So with that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and this time cast Sacred Flame. So I need a dexterity saving throw from this thing.
Okay.
It's been getting high rolls, man. It's time. It's time to roll. Yeah. 6 radiant damage. Die, bitch.
6 radiant damage is enough. You cast your Sacred Flame. You can see a light well up within its chest, and then the light slowly moves up in its body until it hits its eyes, and a burst of radiance comes out of its eye sockets as the gore flops out and is incinerated in the same instant, and it falls to the floor.
Damn right. I'm gonna walk my happy ass over its squishy puddled body and see what's going on with the other one that was there with him.
Okay, so let's keep initiative order then.
So where was I? I was 5, 15, 20. And I would have told the party there one remains. Holy shit. Oh shit, what the fuck?
Okay, as you make your way around the corner,
Fuck indeed.
you see that there are several skeletons chained to the wall, all facing a central altar of a figure who you've seen before. And on the smaller star is a black glass orb. The larger one is representative of a man named Strahd.
There's that handsome chap.
And the ghoul is cowering in the corner behind the orb.
and it is already nope. It can get farther away.
Uh,
So I got 10 more feet. I got 5, 10. Wait, 5, 10. There we go. Because it is still active.
as you walk
The
there,
turn undead.
loose bones crack underneath your feet. All right, it takes its turn. It will slide down the wall into the last alcove to try to get out of your sight.
It is, but I would see as far as this pathway down would let me.
That is simply an additional pathway.
Of course.
Ways lead on to ways.
I just know we're going the right way because we're following enemies.
That's right, there are never any enemies in the wrong paths.
This way to death.
Okay. So that's Raven's turn. That's the ghoul's turn. Astra, it is your turn. You see Raven walk down towards the room.
I'm gonna walk and kind of stop right here.
Okay. Do you take caution to step over the bones, or you just kind of walk through?
Kind of cautiously walk over the bones, not to disturb them, because we know what happens when you do that.
Okay. You see the same sight. There is an altar with a black glass orb on it and a statue behind it of the figure that you saw during your dream space. Okay.
Is there anything else I can glean from the scene?
Roll an perception check. You can use your action to search. You're not inside of the ghoul, so you don't have anything that can attack it.
Yeah.
With a 6, the scene is what it is. Skeletons are chained against the wall. There's an altar with a black orb on it. There's nothing that jumps out at you. Yet. Okay. Ailey, the other two have disappeared down the hallway. What would you like to do?
Well, definitely gonna just follow my sister. Would you say that I can't fly right now because of my injury since I flavored it that I bandaged my wing, or can I fly?
If you want to flavor it so you can't fly, that's fine. I'm fine with you fluttering your wings. There's not a lot of room in the hallways. It would be more of just like a small flutter off the ground.
Okay, so I've got a 25, 10, 15, 20. I'll get down here. Since I don't really have anything else, I know it's been done to death, but can I do a perception check on the room just to get a quick look around as my action?
Yes.
Okay.
With a 16, there's just an apparent nature to the room that you don't need to roll high to see. The skeletons are victims. They're all oriented towards the statue, so it probably has something to do with that. This room has something to do with being dedicated to that statue, to that man, to that orb.
Okay.
Gris, everybody abandoned you.
Please no again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy shit! It's It's our host. Oh look, a shiny orb.
When Gris enters the room, I tell the whole party which direction the last ghoul went. That they know in character.
Okay. So Grist, do you take any action as you come in?
It's all my movement. No, I guess not. Unless I just do a dash action to get closer to the orbs.
Okay. It's
It would
Or
not
the
be
orb.
able to attack you.
there's
Huh?
only one orb, just so you know.
Oh yeah, one orb.
It's shiny. It's like a black mirror.
How? Ooh, can I
If
use?
you look into
Can
it,
I
it's
use?
like, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I use like a bonus action for an Arcana check, or was my dash pretty much that?
Your dash is your action. You can do an Arcana check
All right,
if you still want to on your next turn.
all right, cool. Then no, I think this is it for me.
All right, Raven.
We are going to 1, 2, buckle my shoe.
You buckle your shoe. All
Is this
right.
like a
It is
closed off
coward.
room?
No, there's a door behind it that he can't get past. It's as literal a
Due to
corner as he
technical
can get.
friends. So really quick, would I have to like go all the way in to notice that, or would I have been able to like not go all the way up to him?
When
Like,
you
say, for example, here.
when you to get the actual full view of the door, you'd have to take that step forward.
That whole step. Okay. Then I guess we'll just end it there, and we're gonna slice and dice on it.
All right, with advantage because he is terrified of you.
Would both attacks be at advantage?
Uh,
Scimitar and dagger.
as long as he's afraid of you, yes. Hitting him, I don't let
Would
me.
remove the fear
Uh,
condition.
let me look. It'll either give him a saving throw or remove the fear. I want to be certain in case you don't kill him. So let's see. Your channel divinity.
And I did use the turn on dead specifically.
Yes, I'm trying to find where that is. Let's see. Can't. So if the creature has it also can't. Oh, I can't read here. So you present your holy symbol, speak his prayer. Each undead can see or hear 30 feet. If the creature fails its throw, it's turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. So if you damage it, he will regain his senses.
Right.
So actually, technically speaking, the first hit, if it does damage, the second hit would be at regular. The first one that hits will be at advantage.
All right, then you know what I'm gonna do? Since it can't take reactions, I'm gonna move, trying not to step over skeletons or a skeleton. I'm gonna move so that it's right around there, or I'm right around there. Just to be safe. All right. And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
And that is going to be a dirty 20.
Your filthy 20 hits this filthy creature.
So filthy.
Filthy.
All right. And it's going to deal 13 radiant damage.
Which is enough. So I want you to picture that your last divine attack sparked up, in, through, and then out. This one goes in, through, down, and his chest explodes in a bright burst of radiant damage.
Oh, I'm glad I backed away, lest I be covered in ghoul guts and blood. Sweet. And as a bonus action, I will use harness divine power so that I can recover that spell slot.
Okay. Is the group
And then
good?
I'm going to tell the party I killed.
Okay, I'm good with dropping out of initiative order if the party is.
I am.
I am.
Okay, we are currently out of initiative order. Gris, you were looking. You were the last one, kind of mid-action, so you were looking at the orb.
Yeah, I want to roll an Arcana check and see what I gleam off of this thing.
Guidance.
Yeah, guidance. All right, so let me roll a 4.
I'm glad you're not a
So
guidance Nazi either. Like, thank you.
15.
I promise
Ooh.
you, I'm no Nazi. Right. Nazi's bad.
Well, thank goodness for that.
That's very bad.
Okay, so first
That's a 15 total.
I want you to do something for me.
Yes.
When you're looking at the orb, I want you to tell me how you examine it for Arcana. Are you just looking at it from far away? Are you trying to find symbols? Are you putting your head around the podium? Are you picking the thing up?
I am not touching it, but I am trying to get my face as close to it like as possible while like looking around it.
So you don't see any specific markings on it. Your face does that thing with a big curve in the mirror that it gets real big and distorted as you push closer. As you pull back, it gets scrunched up, right? You don't see any markings. You would be familiar enough with your magical history that this could probably be an arcane focus of some kind, although its current positioning is probably there for focus of ritual. It doesn't scream magical in itself, but maybe something that focuses magic.
All right, in that case, guys, you dare me to pick this up?
No.
No.
Well, I have an idea of how to test if it's dangerous.
Without touching it?
I have an idea too.
I'd wave Astra over. I'd be like, "Come here, Astra, if you don't mind." And I kind of go over this way a little bit.
I'm coming this way.
Towards me.
This way.
And I would ask permission if I could kind of basically invade your personal space to whisper in your ear.
Go for it.
Do.
So I would whisper in your ear.
Whoa,
I believe these
whoa.
child specters are here to protect you. For what reason, I'm not sure. But it seems like they have some kind of guardian-esque relationship to you. So maybe you should touch the orb, and if they prevent you from doing so, we know that it's dangerous. Otherwise, I don't think it would be that 100%. So take it with a grain of salt.
So are you saying the children are the guards or guardians?
I think they are protective of you specifically. I remember when the giant tentacle beaked worm attacked, they appeared from behind you specifically and pointed it out.
Ah. Yes. Can I
And
roll?
your kind attitude towards children also seems to be it could be a reason for their for them taking a liking to you. You seem more protective in yourself, so it only makes sense.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if it's good or bad?
If you're trying to get a gut instinct for what Raven's asking you to do, you could roll an insight check. An Arcana check probably wouldn't give you more information than Gris got, so let's do an insight check. A wisdom insight check.
Mm. Yeah, no.
You can't get a sense of it if there would be anything that would interject itself between you and evil or not.
Dang it.
If you're worried about possibly dying, you need not. I have a surefire way of helping you with that.
I
Right.
I want to tap it with my. I just want to give it a light tap with my cleaver.
It shatters.
Yeah.
Okay, Gris, did you tap the orb with your cleaver?
Yes.
As you do, you see the wall behind it start to grow black, and you see hands start to stretch out of the wall.
Oh no,
Oh,
shadows. Oh,
Nope.
no.
As
No more.
As I see these, as I see this happening, I start backing away towards like the exit.
but before you do that, you'll certainly be able to move on your turn. These
unless
shadows,
you want to
which
take all those attacks of opportunity.
these
He's
shadows,
nimbly escaping.
Yes,
he
I'm nimble escaping the fuck out
he
of there.
he might need nimble escape for this. The shadows start out as normal shadows, and then they leap forward from the wall into a three-dimensional dark form. Let's, for the fun of it, roll initiative.
For the fun of it.
For the
Fun
fun
of
of
it.
it. For the fun of it.
Okay, me and my -1.
Dirty 20. Man, I've gotten good initiative rolls tonight. I'll say that.
A
Woohoo.
Hey, me too. Oh, nope, I got a 6. Not even.
All right. And encounters is always iffy. Sometimes it's good at auto putting the initiative rolls in there. Sometimes it's not. All right. So I know. Oh, that's interesting. It's not showing the most recent ones. Astra, what did you get?
8.
8. Ailey?
6.
6. Gris?
20.
20. And Raven?
8.
Okay.
I know about shadows top of game too, so
The orb rolls back and forth as you disturb it, Gris. You're shot to go.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Well, first
5
of
of these
all,
guys.
I'm running to the back of the room.
Okay, you're not within attack range of any of them yet, so you run to the back of the room.
I figured as much. And let me just check out spells real quickly. No, we're good for the moment. I am going to. Which one do I Eldritch Blast? I am going to Eldritch Blast the very top one, number 1.
Number 1, all right.
Like, Hate shadows. Does a 12 hits?
12 hits.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Woohoo! Max damage 13, and I'm going to tack on my Fury of the Small and add an extra 2 points to that to make it an even 15. Well, an odd 15.
All right, that is odd but acceptable.
All right, and yeah, I'm gonna act behind Ailey a little bit, and then part of the other thing in Nimble Escape is you can either use it for disengage or a hide action. So I'm gonna try and hide behind Ailey.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Ooh, only a 7. Ugh.
We'll see if
All
they
right.
see you or not.
That's my turn.
So the shadows continue forward. And Shadow 1 is going to step past you, Raven. Would you like to take an attack of opportunity?
Wait, is there any space behind it for it to get knocked into?
No,
Like you said,
it was almost, you would have to push it back into the wall, back into the shadow dimension. There's no real place to push it back.
Can I change my decision, or is that too late?
I didn't hear what you said, so you can you do you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Attack of opportunity can be a spell or something, right? Or cantrip.
I
Or
believe
does it have to be a physical attack?
it's got to be a physical attack unless you have a feat that says otherwise.
Okay, just checking. Yeah. And does not hit.
10 does not hit this thing. It steps past you and it is attracted to the radiant essence of Astra.
Oh no.
Not
I thought she
me.
was fiery.
All paladins are
Paladin.
a little bit radiant, a little bit fiery.
Oh, true. This is what I was worried about. I know what you're gonna do, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Shadows don't have a lot of options.
But they have an option, and we have 2 paladins.
They have an option. Does 18 hit? I believe 18 hits.
How do I know if it hit?
Your
What was
armor
your AC?
your armor class underneath your walking speed. If it hits that, which yours is 18, so if they roll 18 or higher, they hit you.
One hit.
The rule of thumb, AC is meets it, beats it.
All right, so you take 5 points of necrotic damage. As it touches you, you feel your strength grow weaker. And you feel your muscles atrophy. And your strength score reduces by 1. So on your character sheet, click the word strength, and then you're going to override the score to a 14.
No.
Nah.
Well, that's shady.
Raven, the shadow number 2, steps out, and he raises his hand towards you. $11 doesn't hit.
Correct.
Shadow number 3 will float over the altar and hold out his hands as well towards you, Raven.
No, oh God, why go for me? I'm not strong.
13 misses.
Thank God I have that AC, man. Jesus.
Shadow number 4 takes steps out of the wall towards Ailey. And Ailey, he holds his hands towards you. Oof. 22 to hit.
Oh,
That'll do it.
Wow. That'll do it.
Take 5 points of necrotic damage. And as his shadow energy seeps into you, your muscles feel old, grow weaker, and reduce by 2.
Mm.
And the last shadow steps out of the wall. And Gris, you are not very well hidden.
so much for your nimble escape.
Oops.
Oopsies.
But Gris, I have good news. This nat 1 is well enough that you aren't going to take any damage.
Damn you.
Astra, as these shadows act, you feel a dark presence overtake this room. And beyond the shadows, there is a weightiness to all of this. What would you like to do?
Before she takes her turn, and I'm sorry, but can I interject really quick? If all of you don't mind.
What up?
DM,
You got a way to kill these things?
can I offer us a small bit of assistance without giving too much away? Or is that too metagamey for you?
Let's say that on your turn, you can pass on some information in character that Raven might have from being a native of the Shadowfell.
Okay.
Okay, Astra, it is on you. Shadow number 1 is right by you. The other 2 and 3 are opposite sides of Raven. The only one that you can immediately hit is the first one.
I will take my great sword and swing at the first one.
Okay.
Nope.
5 does not hit. In your weakened state, the blade feels heavier. Your training comes short, and you miss that slice.
With an
Okay, I think that does it for Astra. And Raven, what information would you like to pass on as a Shadow Kai member of the Shadowfell?
Right. In character, it would regard their weakness. It would be in regards to their weakness. Or a weakness.
Tell us. Don't keep us in suspense.
Is that fine? Is that okay?
Yeah, I think a Shadow
Oh.
Kai can reasonably know something about
Okay,
these.
cool. Okay, cool. So I would address the 2 paladins specifically, but Briss would be able to garner the proper info from this, but I would basically tell them to use their smites. Use the smite. Just use your smite. When you can.
any smite?
Your divine smite.
Divine smite. Sorry. Divine smite specifically. So the damage type I'm referring to is radiant. Spam your radiant damage on these things. And with that, I'm going to launch a guiding bolt at number 2. And
Okay.
that's going to be 22 to hit.
You know it hits.
We're going to do 11 points of damage. So I believe double is, or no, not double. Well, resistance to it is double, right?
Vulnerable means it takes double of that damage type. So as you hit into this thing, it completely explodes in a radiant ball of fire.
Yeah.
All right, Raven, anything else?
3 3 and 1 are still there. Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. Ailey, you have received this information from your friend.
All right. Well, pretty pissed off right now. So we're gonna take a
Does that
swing at number
show?
4.
Okay.
Oh, where'd I go? There we are. 16
16 hits.
for 9.
All right. It cleaves into it with some trouble, like you're meeting with some resistance from it. All right. You deal some damage.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything else?
Hmm. Hmm. I'm so torn. All right, I'm going to. Oh, I can't do that anyway. Never mind. So yeah, I'm gonna use my divine smite then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your divine smite damage.
Where's my deal here? That is a D8.
Is it 1d8 or 2d8?
Oh, I get 2 because I assume I get 2 against undead and fiends.
Let's see. Divine Smite, you can expend one spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than first, plus 1d8 against undead or fiends. So you'd actually get 3d8.
Okay. So 5 plus. So 16 radiant damage.
Times 2.
So as your axe finds a path through this thing and has trouble, you call upon divine energy. The path lights up, and the divine force pushes through this thing and knocks it out of existence. Okay. Gris, 2 of these things are gone.
Alrighties. Gonna nimble escape away from number 5 and get over here by the entrance, and then hit number 5 with an. Actually, I'm gonna hit number 1 again with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Since I'm already working him down a little. Does a 11 really?
It does not.
Mm.
You hit the skeleton next to it. You hit the wrong undead target.
Chain, that chain, go for the shadows.
Okay. Gris, would you like to do anything else?
No, I just kind of open my coat and speak into it as if I'm talking to an object in it and be like, if I make it out of this thing alive, we're going to have some talks.
All right. Shadow number 1 stretches its hands out towards Astra again.
Great.
It comes up short. It manifests fingers. The fingers wave forward and grab air. It misses. Number 3 will do the same with Raven. 15 doesn't hit, I believe.
Correct.
And Ailey, you're in range now of the last one, number 5. 20 to hit.
Yep.
Wow.
Take 6 points of radiant damage.
I'm down.
As you fall down, reduce your strength score by 1.
Oh my gosh.
Ailey collapses as this thing rips its hand out of her shoulder. You see her shoulder shake, and you can almost see the muscle atrophy as the armor finds a divot and pivots, and she hits the ground. Ailey is down. Astra, your friend is on the floor. Your battle sister is unconscious.
Your slasher sister.
Fear not for her.
Let's see.
Hmm. Excuse me.
So would an action? Well, that
So,
would be one action, right?
so if you
If I
wanted,
did laying hands.
lay on hands is an action, but it would get her up immediately.
I would try to tell you not to worry about that. I have that covered.
So I can go ahead and hit the
Attack.
one that hit her.
Yeah, I
So,
would suggest in
Smite.
character. I would try to tell you like, no, attack the one that hit her, please.
So which one attacked you?
number 5. She can't answer. Ailey's unconscious. But if you if you step away from one, he will take attack. He will take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, never mind. Just sit there and attack it. But don't try to heal her. I got her.
You don't have to listen to Raven. You can make that call that you want to do, or you can attack. You can heal. It's entirely up to you. There is some battle sense in taking out a shadow if you can. If you miss, the shadow will still be there. Entirely your call on how you want to run it.
Which one's badly hurt?
It's kind of hard to gauge the damage of a shadow. Let's say number 1 is the most flickering, and the other 2 look as solid as they did when they came out of the wall.
Okay. Well, I'll at least get rid of one so that one can't attack Raven or myself.
That is a reasonable course of action.
Okay. It's gonna miss.
You're so concerned with your fallen battle sister that you can't swing your sword like you know you can. And you hit air and no shadow. Astra, I think that's good for you. And Raven, it goes to you. You've given her advice and she has missed that. Raven, if you step there, you were in range of Shadow 1, so he would take an opportunity attack.
I'll take it.
Okay. So, Shadow 1 is going to hit you with a nat 20.
Damn it. Oh,
Can I intercept?
Yeah, you're in range of Shadow 1, so as that thing happened. So where are the intercept rules here real quick? Let me...
Yes, please intercept this Astra.
So...
Intercept a paladin.
Let's see.
I knew it was a risk, but damn.
I just have to be within 5 feet is what it says.
I see it. Interception. When a creature you can see hits another creature within 5 feet of you with an attack roll, you can take a reaction to reduce the damage dealt by 1d10. 1d10 plus your proficiency. You must be holding a shield or simple. So it's going to roll damage. And then you're going to roll a d10 and add 2 to reduce the damage. So let's see how much you have to reduce first.
Okay, so roll.
Let me roll first. Oh, damn.
No.
12, which isn't too bad. Okay,
Mm.
go ahead and roll a d10 as you intercept this thing. Okay,
Hero.
so uh, you take 1 point of damage. Now, I'm not going to select crit hit for the I'll be kind. I won't select crit hit for the damage for the strength reduction. But reduce your strength by 3.
Hmm.
By 3.
Mine or his?
Ravens.
Okay.
So you intercept and take a lot of this damage, but it still connects. It still pulls out some strength from him, and you can see vital essence get ripped out of his back as he steps away. Raven, it's still your turn though.
I appreciate you being nice, but I don't give you the option to do crit. Honestly, I'm fine. But I am super weak right now, but I'm still alive. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Ailey. And I have a feature as the Grave Cleric. Instead of rolling, I deal the max healing, so she'll recover 11 HP.
Yes.
She
Right. That's why I'm
needs that.
pressing. Don't heal her. I got the healing. I'm good.
Okay.
It's not a whole lot, but it's max. So
Okay.
Wait, I get 11?
11 in total. Yes. It's Cure Wounds is a D8 plus the modifier, so 11. Yeah, I did the math.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of like look at you and like wink, even though I'm struggling to stand, and just be like, "Yeah, told you I got you." And I'm gonna use what strength I have left to use a bonus action to teleport 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away using my Blessing of the Raven Queen.
Okay, you teleport away. You appear on the other side of Gris. Ailey, you are prone, but you have life in you.
I feel so much better, y'all. It's crazy.
Okay. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take a swing. I'm gonna get up, and then I'm gonna take a swing at 3.
Okay, actually, so if you take a swing at 3, unless you have something that, because
I'm
this,
sorry, 5.
okay, that makes more sense.
I'm sorry. Yes, I was looking at the number 5 and still said 3, but it's okay. It's late. Numbers are hard too.
Okay.
19.
19 hits.
Can I? Hmm, can I drop my shield as I get up, or is that gonna cost me an action?
No, you can drop your shield as a free action.
Okay, let me take this off because I'll forget. There we go. Make sure this is right. Okay, so two-handed battle axe is a D10.
Okay, three points against this creature that seems to push it out with his essence.
Yeah, a lot of good that did me. Okay.
Okay, Ailey, would you like to do anything else?
That's all I got.
Gris, the shadows have been reduced by 2.
Woo!
Raven has appeared on the other side of you. Ailey has been knocked down. Shadow 1 is the most unstable by the looks of it.
Unstable.
Yes.
I'm gonna pop a shot. Number 1 does a 19 hit. I'm assuming that's a big old yes.
Oh yes.
7 damage.
Okay. With its so just so you know, on your first round of attack, you knocked it down to 1 hit point. What does it look like when you blast this thing out of existence?
One of those big weighted chains flies out from the sleeve of my coat. And when it hits, it's just a big like black dust, and then just dissipates like black smoke, kind of.
Okay, it dissipates into black smoke. Gris, do you have anything else?
Gonna probably back in this corner a little bit and then use my hide action.
Okay.
It's me and you, Astro. Let's go.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. No hiding, probably. All
Uh,
right, that's my action. And I
uh,
go,
Yeah.
Okay, Shadow 3 will put its hand out towards Astra.
Why me?
And I didn't hit show all. So, you know what? I'm going to re-roll that since I didn't hit send to everybody.
what was it? Was
You don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
well,
Tell me.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
All right. It puts out its hand and it swings, it swipes and misses. Number 5 will do the same towards Ailey.
Let's do it.
And that one.
13 misses, even with
Yes.
your shield down.
Yeah.
So these two things are reaching out towards the battle sisters, and Astra, it goes to you.
I'm going to swing again at number 3.
Okay, 19 hits. Okay, as you push this thing through, you feel resistance towards it. Now, I believe you have one spell slot left because you've only used one Divine Smite. It would be your choice to use it or not.
Can I use it?
You can. It would be your last spell slot. So if you
Okay.
so roll 3d8.
Mm. Mm.
Okay, so as you find your path into this thing, in the same ways that Ailey's battle axe lit up, your greatsword lights up and guides your way through this shadow as he is eliminated from existence, leaving a single shadow floating over one of the skeletons.
Poof, be gone, number 3.
Raven, it swings to you.
Quick question: if I roleplayed being on my hands and knees, would that put me in the prone condition?
If you flavor it that you're on your hands and knees, and I'm going to say yes, because it's an option you're doing.
and that would give you disadvantage at ranged attacks, correct?
Yeah, prone is disadvantaged at range attacks. It's advantage
Alright,
for
so
people that are next to you.
okay, I'm glad I asked beforehand. So instead of being on my hands and knees, I'm gonna be like really crunched over, and my knees are like bent, so it looks like I'm arthritic all over, and it's hard to walk. But I struggle to get by past Gris and around the corner, and I just stopped right here, and I'm holding on to the wall for support, or leaning against the wall for support.
Hmm.
And I use my last spell slot to cast Guiding Bolt at the last shadow.
You
And that's
can.
going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to
12,
hit.
12 hits.
So it's going to be 30 radiant damage in total.
Okay, so it explodes, knocking the last shadow out of the room. And as its shadowy essence swirls out, that seems like a good place to call this for tonight.
Raven
Can I help Side
collapses to the
Asker?
floor. He's not dead, but he is weak. He is extremely weak.
Grace has got you, buddy.
And he's going to suggest we take a long rest here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Please, yes.
we can discuss that next week. Thank you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, I will see you guys next week. I am going to cut out. Feel free to stay in chat for a little bit.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Have
I'm
a
actually
good
going to go because I got to get some sleep. I had an early morning.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for playing.